Hello and welcome everybody. BBBY stock on live in January. Let's start with steps in this video about how can we start trading and how can we know that basics about BBBY here. So let's see what we can have our explanation about the price prediction and technical analysis in this circle here. So we can start with the steps. Okay, we can explain the basic thing. Okay, the tool that it can be called right retractment. The usage of this tool is going to be very fine and very important. So on 44 USD here, this is going to be the start of the decrease from from 2 February 2021 until we reach this level. So that is going to be the journey from 1 day update in 1 year, and maybe it can reach about 2 years. Okay, so this is going to be very a very important explanation about why we have things that can be in all the video series about this BBBY stock. It can be also called Bed Bath and Beyond. So let's start here. In the circle we can see that this is the beginning on 44 USD. So since it decreased here by a jump in decrease in spike, it could be about 35 USD. Then it decreased here to the part that it can be upper the middle process, 23. So if you divided 44 by half, it gives you a value near to this value. So then we can have about, okay, maybe if we drew this stripe trackment again, we can return it to our basic thing. Okay, it give us about 48. Okay, give us 24, maybe 25. However, this is a thing that can be such a thing that we have to take in consideration during the movement of BBBY. So since we can have all the things that can be on this part during this increase, maybe the increase can be the serious thing, but we can think about the decrease also, because this may be not true. Maybe a continuous decrease, maybe a thing that it going to be related to zero Fibonacci level here. Okay, so I think if we checked out the price that can be on 0.5, this can be a thing that it has a resistance and support in the same time. Okay, maybe this is not going to be a resistance, maybe a support. Okay, however, we can minimize the circle. Okay, this could be a part where we can have the last part that it made this movement, maybe a divergence. However, because it going to be the level or where it has the start of the beginning of touching the light green instead, and this going to be also about leaving the heavy green area. So if we think that the thing that we could call it as a definition, it can be such a divergence for this scientific term. So that's going to be a decrease here. Then we can see that there is a jab on the side between this level and this level. So I think if we do it clearly, it can be like this. This is going to be the meaning, the part where we see that it's going to be the trading part in absence. So we can have this also in our indication that BBBY is going to be very fine and important stock that can be explained in all seriousness, and that is going to be very important and very good stock to be explained. And I think we can have things that we should take care about, and it should be fine, because this is going to be very important stock to be having things that is going to be related to our life explanation, and we can say that that is going to be an increase here and then decrease, then increase here. Okay, however, it rebounded from this part. Okay, if it's going to be about the price that is decreased instead of decrease. Why? Because it played a feedback here. The part it has stopped and then it made an increase returning back to the yellow area, so it making a balance or equilibrium between this level and this level. So the majority for in for the movement is going to be about an increase in momentum, so it will increase in momentum instead of the decrease. Since we can see here the balance also, okay, it touched the two parties, so it will decrease here. If we check it out and we notice it clearly that this is the part where it could not touch the yellow area anymore. After it decreased in momentum, it increased a little bit with the green candles, then it didn't touch the yellow candles. It had been rebounded, okay, by this red candle, a red trend line, and then decreased in momentum. That is the thing that we should notice about. Okay, also we can see the balance of number two is going to be the same thing that happens in the balance on number one. That is about the thing that is going to be very fine and well indicated for BBBY. Maybe it can be applied on another stocks in this form, and it can be also a thing that we should know info to take it an application on another stocks, so we can see that the price that can be starting from here. We see that the price before it happened, it makes this happen, is going to be the minimum price that it has reached, so that means it can give us a spike in increase. Okay, this may be predicted. Okay, and then it decreased, and I think this is going to be after it a journey of a decrease. If we think it about that, is going to be reaching the maximum value on this stock, but it didn't reach the maximum value. Maybe it can give it in a form of thing that is going to be a manner about okay, maybe usage of out of people to see it. It's going to be not going to be good stock after it, so they sold a lot of people sold this a lot in purpose, and then it stopped here. And we can say that explanation another episode about stocks, and I think we can see that start on to price predictions also another episodes.